Okay, let's try this shit again. Father Lord Almighty, Father Lord Almighty. Uche. Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Uche with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Meetup app, what it's all about, breaking it down as to how you can sign up, and also the group that I started on the Meetup app. This is a group specifically for African LGBTQ / queer people. So you have to be both. You have to be African and LGBTQ or queer, whichever one you identify with, in order for you to be part of this group. A lot of people have been asking me about this group, how to find this app, what the app looks like, how to sign up on this app, how to find the group. So I'm going to be, and I've been answering these questions, Chaz. They're repetitive on TikTok. And by the way, if you're not following me on TikTok, you might want to go follow me on TikTok at LTAU with Uche. I am most active on TikTok, okay? The algorithms seem to favor me most over there. So as a result, I give a lot more of my energy on there. A lot of times when I go live, I've talked about this group so many times, and people tend to ask so many questions that I've been answering these questions as much as possible, and they're so repetitive. So I decided to come out here to do an actual video to break it down as to what the app is and how you can find me on there, okay? Or how you can find the group and sign up, and how you can sign up and all of that, okay? Once again, this is a meeting for people who are African and people who are LGBTQ. You have to be both. You cannot just be one or the other, okay? It's important. And disclaimer, this is not an ad for Meetup, okay? They're not paying me for shit. If you ain't paying me, shit, it is what it is. However, this is an app that I definitely do appreciate. It's an app that I've been using for years. It's a traveler's app. You can use it for travel or you can use it as a local, okay? This is not an ad for Meetup. If they want to, you know what I'm saying, pay me for this ad, shit, let's go. But that being said, I am going to be breaking down what that app is and how you can find me on there. And again, do not forget to follow me on TikTok at LTAU with Uche. Now, that being said, Meetup is an app. It's an app that I've been using for years. This is an app that if you're traveling, let's say you're going to Canada for the first time and you wanted to find activities going on in Canada, you can go on there and type in activities by categories and it will appear. You'll be able to join meetings in Canada or wherever it is that you're going to. You can also use it locally to find things that are happening locally in your city, okay? If you're into football, if you're into volleyball, if you're into rugby, if you're into hiking, you can go and meet up and find organizations happening in your city. And if it's something that is local, you can participate. There's also opportunities for international, like a lot of virtual meetings on there, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been able to find a lot of dope meetings that I've been part of or groups that I've been part of that with people I've never actually met in my life, but I've been able to maintain relationships with them online, virtually, through Zoom meetings or WhatsApp groups and so on and so forth. So it's a very beautiful app. I highly recommend that everyone downloads it. Again, it's a traveler's app, but you don't have to be a traveler. You could be a local. If you live in Lagos, for example, if you live in Nigeria or Lagos, for example, you can go on there and find activities happening in Lagos in your local city and you'll be able to participate if, of course, you meet the criteria and so on and so forth. Again, this is not an ad, okay? But if they wanted to pay me, shit, run me my check, Chad. That being said, let me go ahead and log into my computer. Ooh, Chad. We thank God, we thank God, we thank God. Now, I'm going to do my best to explain how to sign up for this app and how to find the group on there. And I'm pretty good with breaking things down, okay? Because I've been asked so many questions and I've been doing my best trying to answer all these questions. So you might want to pay attention because I will not be talking about these again because it's very repetitive, Chad. And if at the end of me breaking this down and you still don't get it, ooh, Chad, you might need prayers, Chad. We thank God. This is an app that you can find on Android or iPhone. If you have Android or iPhone, you can find it on any one of them. And if you don't have a smartphone, for the most part, most people have smartphones unless I'm ignorant, but I would think most people have cell phones today. But if you don't have a cell phone and you have internet connection, you can go on your browser at meetup.com. It's literally that, meetup.com. And this is what it looks like, meetup.com, okay? See it right there? Okay, so that's the logo. Let me go to Google so you can see what it looks like. I think it's an American company. This is what the app looks like, okay? Either it has this or it has that. So go to your iPhone or your Android and download it. It is free to download, okay? It's free to download, it's free to set up. You can set it up on your phone or you can go on meetup.com. If you're using the browser, this is what it looks like. So you come here, you sign up. Click on sign up. You can connect with you can sign up with your Facebook, Google, Apple if you have an Apple product, or with your email. Most people do email. I have mine as email, okay? And then just click on there and just, follow the instructions. Use your locations and things like that. Super easy. Like you can't get easier than this. I mean, a lot of people have Facebook. If you can navigate through Facebook, you can navigate through this. So that being said, after you've signed up, make sure you verify your email and all of that good stuff, right? Now you come in here and you type in your credentials. I already signed up. Let's go ahead and log in, right? Okay, so when you log in, this is the dashboard. It says welcome and then your name. If your name is Philip, it'll tell you Philip. If your name is Maria, it'll tell you Maria. You know, it's super easy. This is that dashboard. This is my profile on here. You can go on there and click on your profile to see what your profile looks like. Okay, this is my profile. This is the groups I'm participating in. It's super easy. Okay, it will automatically populate the city that you're in. I am in Houston, Texas, so it automatically populates Houston, Texas. So if you are in Lagos, Nigeria, for example, and you are looking for activities in Lagos, Nigeria, you might want to change this to Lagos, Nigeria to match what city you're in. Make sure you click on the right Lagos or the right city. Multiple places have the same names for their cities. Select the city that matches yours and search for activities. So go ahead and set up your profile. You know, after you've set up your profile, you can come here and you search. It is called African Diaspora LGBTQ Meetup Group. That's it. You see that? African Diaspora LGBTQ Meetup Group. And now you have to change this to Houston, Texas, because again, this automatically populates your city, whatever city that you're in. You have to change it to Houston, Texas, because I live in Houston, Texas. So as a result, it's going to automatically sign up in Houston, Texas. So you have to change this. A lot of people were searching and they were telling me that they were not able to find it. That's because you didn't change the city. You have to change the city, okay? So type in Houston, Texas. Houston is Houston, comma, TX. You don't even have to type the whole thing. It automatically populates, okay? And then you search. You cannot miss it. It's the first one. Cannot miss it. See, it's the first one. See right here? You cannot miss it. It's got a big rainbow flag and a big African map of Africa, and it has the name on there, African Diaspora LGBTQ Meetup Group, okay? And this is an event series. It's an event series that repeats every 2 weeks. We already had our first meeting last Saturday, and shout out to all the people who showed up. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know a lot more people wanted to show up, but you were not able to find how to, you know, navigate the app and things like that. This is why I am doing this video, okay? Our next meeting is going to be on February 17th. At 2 p.m. Eastern time, okay? It's 1 p.m. if you're in a central part of the U.S. I believe it's 8 p.m. if you're in Nigeria, okay? So I wanted to make sure I picked a perfect day and time where everyone can participate with ease, okay? So go ahead and click on this. Click on this. Again, you can see things about this group. It's at 1 p.m. Central U.S. time. This is a Zoom link, okay? I approve everyone that gets on the Zoom. It's a repetitive Zoom meeting, okay? So I have to approve you. So just because you have the link doesn't mean that you're going to enter automatically, my dear. Because, you know, the no rampant. So, as you can see, it's a repetitive meeting. I think I have it set up till December this year, and of course I can renew it. Please make sure you read thoroughly. Zoom link is all the way down below, okay? This is an official meetup page for this group, okay? Please come prepared to meet other LGBTQ queer Africans, both home and abroad. Come prepared to form chosen families. Motto is home away from home. The point of this group is because a lot of us queer people, black people, African people, or people who are in all these intersections, we have been discriminated against so much. There's so many spaces where we're not allowed to be, including our families, churches, schools, places of employment, and so on and so forth. As a result, a lot of things that are necessary to form a healthy human mentality are not present in our social circles. So this is supposed to foster that positivity. It breaks my heart a lot of times when I see a lot of queer people, especially younger queer people who don't know anything about queerness at all. Like, you know, boy problems, girl problems, hygiene, you know what I'm saying, sex, sexual hygiene, protecting yourself from STDs, catching feelings, you know, things like that. There's so much education. A lot of people, especially young people in our community, are missing because we have the fear of being reprimanded, fear of being ostracized. We cannot feel ourselves with our families and people who claim to love us. We constantly have to wear makeup. You know, there's no vulnerability, there's no emotional intelligence. So this is supposed to foster positivity. This is not a place for your ego, okay? And I'm saying this from a place of love, but at the same time too, I'm a realist and a hardcore pragmatist. And I know this, especially with my Nigerian people. This is not a place to come and find your moment of glory. I will delete you, block you on God. If you want, I will swear for you. You understand? Don't come here and be speaking your useless phonetics, the accent that does not fit your face. I will block you. This is not a place to be looking for husband or wife. This is not a place to be looking for boyfriend, girlfriend, or hookup. This is not that type of meeting, okay? This is not a matchmaking place. Do not come here looking for your boo thing. If you happen to naturally, progressively become something with someone, then that's between both of you. But do not harass people in the comment section, the chat box. sucks. And if anyone harasses you on there, please let me know and I boot their asses off, okay? I don't play that shit. This is not a place for you to come and brag, okay? My Nigerian people especially, you people should please pay attention. Nobody gives a shit about your BMW. We don't care. I genuinely don't care. I'm not impressed by your Mercedes and, you know, your Harvard degree, or, you know, the fact that you're tall, black and handsome, you're top, you're bottom, and all those things. I will block you. This is not that place. This is nothing but positivity and love. On God, this is my house and you will respect the rules or I'll boot you off. This is for people who are ready to be able to find home away from home, to find chosen family in vulnerability, humility, and honesty. People who are not afraid to be human, or maybe they don't know how to be human. They don't know how to be, and they're looking to be able to transmute their pain. This is for people who truly are ready for that transformation. This is a place for you, irrespective of who you are or where you live, as long as you're African and LGBTQ and queer people. And also, it's important for me to mention that this is not a place for straight people, okay? You cannot be heterosexual to be on here. I know a lot of people, some of us, we have allies, we have friends, family members who are okay with their sexuality. Unfortunately, no straight people allowed. The reason is because it is imperative that I make the space very safe for everyone, irrespective of, you know, your sexuality. So when you're speaking, you know that everyone in the room is also part of the LGBTQ alphabet gang as well. You feel a lot more comfortable, you feel a lot more at ease, especially considering the keto thing going on all around Africa, specifically in Nigeria, where a lot of people may join the group pretending to be allies, but then they're also taking information and endangering your life, so to speak. So we do not want that. So if you're going to be in this group, it is automatically assumed that you're LGBTQ. Another thing too is, I need to update this. Another thing too is everyone participates, okay? You will not be in the room lurking. I'll give you a few options to contribute. You know, you will introduce yourself, who you are, how you found the group, and what part of the alphabet gang you belong to. But you will participate. Everyone will be participating. So no one will be on there lurking and just, you know, collecting information. I will boot your ass off, Chad. I'm just keeping it real. So everyone participate. These are the rules. This group is exclusively, it's important that, you know, you read this part, for queer/LGBTQ Africans, both home and abroad. It doesn't matter where you live, you know, as long as you're both, okay? You can live in the Americas, in Europe, in the Caribbeans, you can live in Australia, you can live in Nigeria, you can live in South Africa, Kenya, you can live on the North Pole, child. You can live on the moon. As long as you are both of these people, you are welcomed, okay? This is not a hookup dating group like I mentioned, please. I'm a very calm and peaceful and respectful type of person, but I could also switch it up, okay? I'll boot your ass off, okay? I don't play that shit. For real, for real. I'm a very serious-minded person. This is not a place for you to be looking for. Also, another thing too, because this is going to be a very international platform, there's going to be a lot of people from all around the world, especially shout out to all the people that showed up on the first meeting. This is not a place for you to look for somebody to file for you and bring you to America or bring you to Obodoyibo. Trust me, if you're here looking for F1 visa, V1, I don't even know what those are called, but if you're here looking for Japa, Omo, I will delete you on God. This is not this is not this thing. Okay? This is not the platform for that. Okay, no shade. I understand and I do empathize that things are rough in a lot of places in Africa, and a lot of people are trying to Japa by fire by force. I understand it. I trust me. I empathize. But this is not what I'm trying to set up here. Okay, so yes, if you're in Nigeria or Ghana or South Africa, wherever it is that you're in, and you're interacting with people here in America or Europe or whatever it is, do not bother them. Do not expect them to be filing for you and vice versa. Again, if you disturb anyone and they let me know that you disturbed them, I will boot you off. I know I sound harsh, but I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just keeping it real because I know how strong-headed my people are. But if you come correct, I got you. You know, like I'm a very vulnerable, genuine human being. I like to think that I've made that very known by now. You know, my reputation especially on the internet, especially on TikTok, is I'm a genuine soul. Okay, if you come correct, I'll be able to see through your distortion and meet you halfway. That's the kind of person I am. But don't come here, no, not what I'm brand. And not what I'm brand. Not me and you. So, yes, absolutely no disrespect of any kind will be tolerated. You'll be permanently removed from the group, okay? Again, this Zoom link that you see here, I approve it. So this is not an automatic click and you join the meeting type of thing. So I can see whoever is requesting, so I can boot you off and I'll permanently block you from showing up, okay? Please check your ego. It is extremely important that you check your ego because you will be removed. Again, do not come here and brag. Don't come here and be packaging. I can see through your shit. In a social situation, I see it all the time and I tolerate it. But when it comes to my own stuff, no, there's no tolerance for that. Again, this is nothing but vulnerability. Vulnerability and intentionality required. And I'm gonna have to update this. Rule number 5, everyone participates. This is a Zoom information. You can call in if you are in Canada or US, or you can just type in or copy and paste the link and, you know, you'll be able to join the group, okay? So far we have, these are the people who attended the first meeting. And oh, also when you sign up, make sure you RSVP. Our next meeting is February 17th. These are the people who have RSVP'd so far, okay? 20 plus people. I'm gonna have to go through and see some of these people. Make sure you RSVP for the meetings, okay? Make sure, okay, for this one, March 2nd, March 16th, March 30th, and just keep going, see? Keep going and just keep RSVPing. Okay, so far, I don't think, oh, some people have RSVP'd for those meetings as well. So don't forget to RSVP. Set your alarm, set your reminder. This is a very powerful thing. Let's start something new, okay? Especially as queer African people. A lot of us, we don't have any advocacies. We don't have any outlets. We don't have anything. And like I mentioned on some of my videos that's gone viral, I've traveled the world. I have traveled the world and I see a lot of our people, you know, LGBTQ Africans who are struggling silently. A lot of these people are married. A lot of them have wives, have kids, you know. I've seen people at the point of suicide, you know, I don't even know if I can say that word here, but you know, I've seen people who have attempted suicide, believe it or not. And again, I truly do appreciate the fact that a lot of people confide in me to tell me some of these things that they would never share with their own brothers, their own sisters, their own mothers, their own fathers, their own pastors, yet they confide in me. This is why I started doing what I'm doing, to give back to my people. It's a home away from home, because a lot of us have homes that don't feel like home. So if you're LGBTQ and you're African and you're struggling with, you know, your identity and you're looking for ways to maximize your being, and you've lived in homes where they don't feel like home, or you have relationships with people where you feel like you cannot be vulnerable, you cannot be yourself, this is a perfect opportunity for you. Please make sure you sign up to this, and I'll see you guys on the next meeting. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I think I've done a pretty good job explaining this as thoroughly as possible, okay? Come correct or please don't come at all. Be yourself 100%. If you're a man who's effeminate, be effeminate, chat. Flip that hair, okay? If you're a woman who is, you know, more masculine, not a problem. If you're bisexual, if you're pansexual, hell, if you don't know what the fuck you are, okay? Come, no problem. We'll figure it out. Nothing but love, nothing but positivity, okay? But please check your ego. Check your ego is extremely important. Don't come here and be speaking accent that does not fit your face, my dear. Now today we started to speak accents. Don't come here and be packaging. Nobody cares. Don't come here and be looking for visa. Don't come here and be looking for somebody way to Japa. Don't come here to be looking for a husband. Don't come here to be looking for hookup and, you know, sex and things like that. Don't, just come correct. That's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Follow me on TikTok at LTAU with Uche. My Instagram is also LTAU with Uche, but I also have my personal Instagram, UC_images. And if you're African who is also LGBTQ, however, you do not live in Africa, I'm also a life coach. This is only available to Africans who don't live in Africa. I'm a life coach. If you're interested in my coaching, where I go really, really deep to help you overcome and maximize your being as an individual occupying space and time, in spite of the fact that you're African and queer and also an immigrant, I got you. Go ahead to my website at theuche.com and sign up. Send me a message and I can schedule your free consultation. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel here. And if you have any questions, please type it down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. That being said, I will see you guys on the next episode and I'll see you guys on the next meeting. Uche, peace and love.